Hello, and welcome to today's episode of The Daily Blend. I'm your host, AC, and we are joined in studio today by Jamie Blair, the rural organizer for Missouri Rural Crisis Center. How are you, Jamie?
I'm well this morning. Thank you for having me.
Of course. Thank you for joining us. So tell us a little bit about Missouri Rural Crisis Center.
So we got started in 1985 out of the 1980s farm foreclosure crisis, and we have been organizing ever since for better policy for rural Missourians and people who live in rural areas all over the country, really. And that can look like a lot of different things, everything from healthcare to the Farm Bill. So right now we're doing a lot of defense on social safety net programs, as a lot of organizations are. And we've also got our 40th anniversary summit coming up.
Okay.
And there will be a workshop about those social safety net programs as part of that summit.
Yeah, okay. And how long have you been involved in this work?
So I have been with MRCC for about 5 years. I've been involved in activism for a little bit longer than that, but I found my organizational home a little over 5 years ago.
Wow, okay. All right, so tell us a little bit about this event that's coming up.
It's going to be a really exciting event. It's an all-day event. We used to do these like every year, and we called it our annual meeting. Well, we haven't done one since 2015. So we're going to be calling it a summit this time just because we haven't done it in a minute. But we just want to be able to pull all kinds of folks together around shared values and provide excellent opportunities for learning. This time, since it's our 40th anniversary, we're going to be starting the morning off with a historical plenary. So it'll be a lot of our longtime allies from all over the country will come in, and they'll be on a panel with my boss, Rhonda Perry, talking about the history of MRCC to kick everything off. And then we'll go into workshops. We've got a great series of workshops, everything from conservation on the farm to preserving the harvest, which is, just kind of like canning and things like that you can do. And then I will be running a workshop around clean water and the work that we've been doing around water policy here in the state of Missouri. Mm-hmm. So it'll be really interesting. We have got 2 sets of workshops that people can kind of choose your own adventure as they're signing in. Sign-in starts at 9 in the morning, and then we'll go until 4 in the afternoon. And then there'll be a little bit of a break, and then we're going to have an after party at Cafe Berlin. That should be really popping.
Oh, yeah, I would imagine. Generally, anything that's happening at Cafe Berlin after hours is normally pretty popping. So this is happening on Saturday, August 16th.
Yes, Saturday, August 16th. Like I said, starting at 9 a.m. in the morning, we'll get started with sign-ins, and we'll have coffee and pastries and things like that. Everything MRCC does is always a little food-centric. For people who aren't familiar with Missouri Rural Crisis Center, you might be a lot more familiar with one of our programs, which is called Patchwork Family Farms. You see us in restaurants all around Columbia. And we kind of came up with Patchwork Family Farms as a direct way to keep people on the farm, because this way we can wholesale pork for those producers that are meeting the standards that we want them to meet, so that they don't have to worry about going direct to market. And we do that so that we make sure that they can get a living wage to raise those animals. And it's better for the animals. It's better for the farmers, and like I said, it keeps folks on the farm, which is what we're all about.
Yeah, I would imagine more people are familiar with Patchwork because there are lots of local restaurants here that utilize Patchwork Family Farms. I mean, they have it all over their menu, and
and we work really hard to make sure that we're part of that local food scene here in Columbia, because it is such a wonderful and robust local food scene that we have here, and we think that that's really important for people knowing where their food comes from, and having a relationship with who it comes from.
Yeah, that's really important, because like if you think about that now, like as people are listening to you and listening to this, it begins to make this chain. Like you can be like, oh, listen, now I understand that, you guys are helping to get this food to our table, right?
Yes.
So like even me, I'm making the connection now. Oh, this is why this is important.
Yeah.
Because I mean, food's a big deal for people, right? We eat it. I like to know where my food comes from. And it's nice to be able to kind of make that link in my mind.
Yeah, and it's getting harder and harder when you just go to the grocery store to get any kind of idea exactly how far away these things are coming from, exactly how corporate they are, but when you shop local here in Columbia, you go to the farmer's market, you go to Clover's, things like that, or you stop by our office and, buy our pork directly, that you're getting it from somebody you can trust. And I think that that's really important.
Is that an option?
Yes. We have our office at 1906 Monroe Street. We're open 9 to 5, Monday through Friday. swing on through and see us. We can definitely hook you up with all of your pork needs. We do a little ground beef now as well. And then also we're like a one-stop shop for your rural advocacy. If you want to get involved, we can definitely help you out with that.
See, people, that's why it's good you're here, because people need to know that. I did not know that I could stop in and get my pork straight from you, because that's what I could be doing from now on.
Yep.
You said getting a little bit into beef as well.
Yep. And also, if you wanted to put in an order online, we deliver here locally in Columbia.
Wonderful. See, look at all the things I'm learning. That's why I love doing
And
this.
you can find out more about that, just like you can RSVP for our summit by going to morural.org. That's MORURAL.org. Or you can call our office at 573-449-1336.
I love that. So people can get involved. They can learn about your advocacy. They can get involved.
They can get some mouth-watering pork.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. It's a one-stop shop, just like you said. And tell me just a little bit more about your evening event that night.
So we're going to be getting started at Cafe Berlin at 5:30. We've got a band coming in called Hot Mo. It's a couple of ladies. They're fantastic. And we'll be doing our silent auction from 5:30 to 7:30, and we'll be serving dinner. And then at 7:30, we're going to have our local star Noah Earl come on and play us out until 9:30. So it should be a really good time.
Oh yeah, I have a feeling that it will be a great day full of, looks like these workshops look amazing. There's a lot of different areas where you could jump in and learn a lot.
Yes, and we've got a little something for everybody. It's a lot of different things, including a tech workshop that we're going to be having.
Yes.
One of my colleagues, Slater, is going to be just kind of jumping in and helping some of our older folks understand a little bit of the technology that they need to do this advocacy.
Thank you so much, Jamie.
Thank you so much for having me.
Welcome to your Be Well moment by Burrell Behavioral Health. Rest goes beyond how much we sleep each night. We can intentionally build rest around social interactions, sensory overload, or making decisions. Allowing our brains to just focus on one thing can help us rest. Let's take a moment to just be together. Maybe close your eyes and breathe at your own pace and rhythm. Whatever feels natural for you. Use this time to rest as a form of restoration. You don't have to earn rest. You deserve it.